Hi guys, welcome back to School Universe. It's Sue. I'm pretty jazzed about this episode. I just did a quick review listening to an interview with Dr. Nasha Winters. She's one of my heroes, a pure inspiration for a lot of us in the functional nutrition world. 今天要聊的是我非常尊敬的一位医生 Dr. Nasha Winters. 他在功能医学界，尤其是癌症的领域，一直是我们大家学习的对象。他自己19岁时就被诊断有第4期卵巢癌，当时他自己觉得自己身体好像有问题，可是医生只把他当作是一个 hypochondriac 有疑病症的人 and she really had to advocate for herself to get a proper diagnosis. 大家都说早期发现早期治疗，但是对 Dr. Nasha 来说，生这个病可能是帮助他完成他使命的种子。那在他的访谈里，他分享一个非常特别然后又有点灵异的故事。So when she was diagnosed with cancer, she was 19, by the way. She was working at a nursing home as a certified nursing assistant. And one day when she was on duty, she stopped by the room of this woman who had been in a coma for a couple of weeks to check on her. Because this woman was a real matriarch to the community, as a show of affection, Dr. Nasha put her hand on the woman's chest and stroked her cheeks.It was right then this woman all of a sudden opened her eyes and looked Dr. Nasha in the eye with a beautiful smile on her face before turning to the ceiling above. And then Dr. Nasha saw a little flicker of light go through her hand and through the air, and the old lady was gone. As Dr. Nasha sat there, she felt this immense peace welled up inside her.所以当时在养老院当护士助理的 Dr. Nasha， 他亲身感受到人在死亡时灵魂之光离开肉体时的过程，居然能够这么的祥和，让他面对自己的癌症时没有了不必要的恐惧。那透过自己的经验和研究， Dr. Nasha 发现 fasting 断食对癌症治疗有很好的疗效。那这到底是为什么呢？Dr. Nasha 说 Health and wealth lie in our mitochondrial reserve. 我们的健康财富在于我们的线粒体。线粒体像是我们细胞里的智慧型发电厂，因为它不但能够提供能量，还能确保细胞正常的运作和回收。那一般正常运作的线粒体，当细胞基因受损的时候，会启动凋零程式，那这些不好的细胞就会被代谢掉。So a lot of chronic illnesses, including cancer, can be attributed to mitochondrial dysfunction. So one thing you can do to promote the health of your mitochondria is actually surprisingly simple. It's called intermittent fasting. 那 intermittent fasting 在台湾其实叫做168。为什么叫168？因为其实它就是8个小时内为进食的时间，那其余16小时我们什么都不吃。我觉得在太阳下山前进食对肠胃的运作跟代谢又更好。像我自己就是大约10点半吃第一餐，那6点半前吃完晚餐。那如果说16个小时对你来说真的太困难了，其实13个小时也是 OK 的。在访谈里 Dr. Nasha 提到一个UCSD 就是 University of California San Diego Moores Cancer Center 参与的研究报告，发现隔夜断食低于13个小时会提升乳癌复发率哦。那8点过后饮食也会提升 CRP， 就是 C-reactive protein 指数。CRP 简单来说就是发炎指数，那越高的癌症的几率就越高。So remember I was talking about hemoglobin A1C last week. It's a test that checks your blood sugar level. The study also indicated significant improvement in blood sugar in the population that fasted for more than 13 hours. So in an interview, Dr. Nasha shares a few tips on how to check your metabolic flexibility.Metabolic flexibility 就是代谢弹性，即是我们的身体应该要能够自动切换细胞能源。那进食的时候我们运用 glucose 就是糖来补充能源，那断食的时候我们就运用 ketones 生酮来补充能源。研究也发现 ketosis 就是用生酮来运作的话，能够帮助线粒体的修复。但是当我们对糖有了生理性的依赖，也就是 metabolic inflexibility， 我们生病的癌症的几率就会提升。So 70 to 90% of the cancer has a glycolytic driver, meaning sugar is the reason the cancer cells are thriving. So our ability to shift in and out of using glucose for energy is very important when it comes to cancer prevention.So with all this background info, are you ready to assess your metabolic flexibility? 好，我们现在就来做一个简单的代谢弹性评估。第一个问题 So what does it feel like if you go longer than 4 hours without a meal? 那你长达4个小时不进食的时候会有什么样的感觉？ So if your answer is, I can't even do it, I have to snack every 3 hours, then it's probably an indication you have the opposite of metabolic flexibility. You have metabolic inflexibility. Inflexibility. 所以注意听哦，是 inflexibility。如果4个小时不吃东西你就快昏倒，就代表你的代谢弹性已经出现了问题。那第二个问题 So how do you feel after dinner? Do you feel like you need to snack? Do you crave something sweet? Do you crave a dessert? 那吃完晚餐你会有嘴痒的感觉吗？就是不吃点甜食零食就觉得不太行。So I've actually noticed a lot of people have the habit of eating something sweet after every meal.And that's after already eating a carb-heavy meal. So that's just going to send your blood sugar through the roof. 血糖真的只能靠饮食和生活习惯控制，而血糖控制的不好真的是所有病痛的来源。像现在有很多医生其实也把痴呆症 dementia 当第3型糖尿病来看待。那访谈中 Dr. Nasha 也提到很多西药的副作用其实就会影响到我们的血糖。那这样的药不但治标不治本，可能还会亏本。So that was a lot to take in. Let's summarize everything we talked about. So take care of your mitochondria, and your mitochondria will take care of you. Other than cutting down on carbs and added sugar, you can also throw a 13-hour overnight fast into the mix. 那说了这么多，重点也没几个，就是减糖、隔夜断食13个小时是帮助提升代谢弹性和修复线粒体最简单又有效的方法。那我在这边祝大家身体健康。And here's Scott with the latest on FTX and the crypto market.
It's been almost a month since the rapid collapse of FTX. That collapse caused a significant drop in the wider crypto market. There were worries of a contagion, that is, the effects of the FTX collapse spreading to other exchanges and firms, like a virus. But these worries have mostly proved to be unfounded. Bankruptcy proceedings have begun.But figuring out how much value is left in the ruined company and who is in line to get their money back first could take years. A few investment firms and crypto lenders are known to have exposure to FTX, but so far, further bankruptcies haven't happened. And the crypto markets like Bitcoin, after dropping substantially during the crisis, have now stabilized and have been trading sideways the last few weeks. The final question that remains is whether any crimes were committed, and if so, by whom? Will anyone go to jail for what happened with FTX?
所以原本大家以为 FTX 会像病毒一样 like a contagion or a virus 然后影响到其他交易平台，但是其实也是虚惊一场。那比特币在初期可能有快速下滑，但是现在已经开始 trading sideways 就是稳定住了。那会长是没有啊，但是也没有再往下掉的现象。接下来就要看谁被抓去吃牢饭。那上一集说到 Theranos 的 Elizabeth Holmes 她就因为诈欺罪被判刑11年。So I think that's actually a pretty light sentence. What do you think? Alright, that's all we have for you today. Have a good night or a good day wherever you are.